ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
My life, and I used to say that this is my house, and my family is here, and this country was so important for me since the beginning.
From the heart of the United Arab Emirates, where vision meets ambition and excellence becomes a way of life. Welcome to Pearls of Union, a platform that highlights inspiring leaders, innovators, and success stories shaping the future of our nation. Here we uncover journeys, ideas, and values that reflect the true spirit of the Union. In today's episode, we turn our focus to a story of growth, excellence, and dedication. So please welcome Mr. Mattia Nuti, the founder and the CEO of Vortex Biotech. Welcome, Mr., and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you to you to be here.
Thank you, it is our pleasure. Well, sir, today we will talk about the air purification field, where you have made a special impact through your company. So we will talk later on about this company, this successful company actually, but now let's start our episode by getting to know you more. How would you define the journey that brought you here?
Thank you, first of all, to be here. It's a pleasure to invite you here in our office. So I'm Mattia Nuti, as you said. I'm from Italy, and as an extraction, I'm an engineer. But since the beginning, I was involved in businesses since I was 18 years old. So basically, all my life, I passed all my life dedicating to people, okay? Why? Because since I was 18 years old, since my first company, I was involved in medical devices and pharmaceutical process, okay? I founded my first company in 2008 for the safety of power plants and electrical safety as well, okay? And I was involved also on medical devices since the beginning. So I saw the transformation of the medical devices sector and pharmaceutical sector till 2020 that I sold my company. It was my first exit over there. Since the beginning, my attention was on the how to provide to people a safer environment, especially in the medical devices sector. This is in a nutshell how I started my career.
And what inspired you to start Biotech today, Vortex Biotech? How was the first step and what was the founding vision?
Yeah, I used to travel a lot. And not that I don't travel right now, but before I used to travel really a lot because I founded a company on certification medical devices and pharmaceutical product. And we had several branches through Europe, China, Middle East as well, and US. When I was in China in 2019, I was seeing caught my attention people in the metro station or along the street that were wearing masks every time. They were wearing masks for a reason, because of the outdoor pollution. Sometimes, there's this problem, and but talking with people over there, they were afraid also on the cross-contamination. What is a cross-contamination? Basically, they were afraid to enter in the metro station and get sick for something like flu or something more dangerous. So I was thinking about that, and at the time I had a role also in the European Union as an expert on the photonics sector. And it was a program on the European Union helping startups in Europe to break the barrier to go to the market. And we had 97 experts. I was one of them, okay? And I was involved in that particular process since 2015. And I saw, after my experience, obviously I had an experience on the photonics sector, and I saw that basically there was no solution, no effective solution on the market to avoid the cross-contamination, especially on the air conditioning part. If you think about, let's move forward to now and this country, okay? This country used the AC, we all know, 365 days per year. And the maintenance of the AC normally is not something that people understand or people do frequently. We are on the sector, we know what to do, but normal people, normal family, they don't know. There is not a lot of knowledge about that. And when you wake up, you have the flu, or when your child has the asthma or allergies, so it's developing some condition, or worse than that, because there is now an American study on the correlation between mold and lung cancer that is ongoing right now. So when you wake up and you have any kind of disease, or you don't feel very good, you don't feel power, you don't have any power to wake up or whatever, nobody correlate that with something that you breathe. The other problem that you can see also, and this is all my thoughts around, you understand, how it started, Vortex Biotech at the time. So I was analyzing, I couldn't analyze it at the time, but I analyze now. 6.7 million deaths from COVID since 2019. So it's a huge number, and it's a tragic loss. But nobody talks about 4.8 million deaths per year since we started the study that caused by indoor air quality. And going through that, I was thinking how many breaths we take per day or per year. So thinking about that is 22,000 per day. You breathe 22,000 times per day, and more than 8 million per year. So based on that, my assumption at the time, it was 2019, was, okay, I look around, I'm on the scientific part of it, so I have access to startups, companies all around the world. I have a good network and so on and so forth. I didn't find anything really effective for the problem. And I had a choice, or to, there was a problem and leave it and just be conscious about that and try to protect myself and my family, or do something for the others, obviously. And as I told you, all my life is based on, try to save people as much as I can, because I was in the medical devices sector, certifying medical devices that probably get out on the market in 10 years' time or 5 years' time, or pharmaceutical products as well. I was thinking a solution, and I arrived to the solution in 2020, basically. And that's why Vortex Biotech.
So, sir, who needs these solutions, and how has it become a necessity rather than a luxury?
Unfortunately, people don't think a lot about that right now. There is not a lot of knowledge about that. But indoor air quality, and especially what you breathe, or think what you breathe, your family or your children or your relatives, nobody correlates that, as I told you, with disease. I give you an example, very, very easy. when it's summer here, okay, and it's very hot outside, you get in the mall and it's very cold. And people, and the knowledge, the common knowledge is, I get the flu because it was hot outside. I get in the mall and I get cold, so I get the flu. But there is the flu is a bacterial infection. There is nothing, no correlation between hot and cold. No, it's not either scientific, there is no scientific base on that. So basically what happened, you get into the mall, that is a closed environment where there is a recirculation of the air, and you get cold and you get the flu, okay? So it's not anymore right now something luxurious that you have to think like it's a plus for me to have something to protect my family for. It's only a matter of probability that you get something, because 22,000 breaths per day or 8 million per year, if you do the calculation, it's only probability that you get something from that. And right now we know, because the World Health Organization since years and years is warning us about indoor air quality. And now, and I'm so proud about that, because I can say and I can shout to the world, this country, United Arab Emirates, is always confirming themselves and itself as the greatest country right now. Because Sheikh Hamdan Al Maktoum has signed in July 2025 the Plan 2030 for air quality, and especially indoor air quality. And this is a great step for everybody, because this country, despite the other countries all around the world, this is the first country taking a step forward, an active step forward.
For sustainability.
For sustainability, for safety. We know this country is extremely safety. Now will be extremely safety also for families and for this problem that is on the table now, and nobody's tackled that. So it's not anymore luxury to think about that. It's really a necessity, because it's a matter of probability that you get something if you don't do anything. And the second thing is consciousness is something very important now, because when you get to know that there is a problem, then it's your responsibility to act.
Today, you are using new technologies into your operations. So let's talk about these technologies and also what sets your company apart in this market.
2020, I had this idea that I had to do something for people to protect them, okay? And I didn't find any solution, and I invented a solution by myself. So the concept is very easy to understand. If we place something at the end of the duct, so at the source of your indoor air quality, so at the end of the duct, before the air coming into the indoor environment, before you breathe the air, we place something to stop the contamination, to stop bacteria, viruses, mold, fungi, whatever on the air, so you can stop also the problem that you have, so you can protect your family, you can protect your loved one. So I was thinking about that, and I came up with an idea. It's a new wavelength. So normally what is used on the market, okay, right now is the most common thing is UVC lamps on the air handling unit or air purifier inside the room. But UVC lamps inside of air handling unit is completely unuseful. Then we can talk about that after. But what is the differentiation? We have a wavelength, okay, that in physics we studied before. That has the maximum absorption of the ray, the UVC ray, on the DNA side of the bacteria, mold, and viruses. I don't want to be technical, but this has to be tackled in some kind of way in this discussion. And it needs very short irradiation time, so short passage, short contact with the light, and very low energy as well. But it was not possible before 2021 to develop that, because it was not available on the market in a commercial way. It's only for studying. It was only scientific purposes, and it was very costly. 2021, thanks God, came on the market an LED 275 nanometers it's called. That is the exact wavelength I was looking for. So June 2021 came to the market. August 2021, I done my first prototype, because look, I sold the company in 2020 that used to do all the services on the medical devices sector. So I had expertise on the patent side, on the engineering side. Obviously, I'm an extraction as an engineer, product design, cost saving, production. So I saw during 8 years from 2012 to 2020, that was the span of this corporate that I was the CEO, basically all the processes, all the corporate processes. And I used for on my favor when I came up with this idea. So August 2021, I was able to get the first prototype. December 2021, I filled up the patent. And I was the first one using 275 nanometer wavelength at the end of the duct. So placing a technology at the end of the duct. Right now, since the patent now is successfully extended all over, there is no one can install anything at the end of the duct. So returning to the question, placing something at the end of the duct just before you breathe the air was the goal, was my goal, because I had to treat the air, whatever happened before. So all the duct system, all the machinery like FCUs, fan coil unit, air handling unit, fresh air handling unit, and so on and so forth, that was before, is not anymore on the picture now, because now you have some technology that stop any contamination at the end of the duct, just before you breathe the air. And that was my goal, and successfully I developed the product, okay? And the product right now has passed all the tests, all the laboratory tests and so on and so forth. Is on the market since 2023 now in this market, and right now is protecting family life for real, and that is my goal right now.
And even the company holds ISO certifications.
The company, yeah.
So, sir, how do these certifications contribute in building trust?
As every time I say, okay, because it's a common mistake normally to trust what people say. So if I say to you, look, my technology is working, install in your house, if I am a very good salesman, you will install. Whatever if the technology is working or not. I'm on the other side of the river. The other side of the river is, don't install my technology till you see it. And to do that, as a scientist, and remember, my background also is on the certification part of it. So to prove that this technology is working, really working, and to not only gain the trust of the people, but to be sure that every single day, every single installation, I know that the technology we developed is working, okay? We have gone through all sorts of certification. So we have EIC certification, EMC certification, ISO certification, CE certification, all the country certification, this country certification. So ISO certification in particular, nobody do that in this market especially, okay? But we went through a particular ISO that's called ISO 15714. That is a very stressful certification for the device itself to prove if the device is really working or not. So basically, they drop bacteria, they drop mold inside the duct system, and on real time, we can see if the device is working or not. So if we are inactivating all the bacteria, viruses, and mold that is passing by. And nobody does because it's very costly, that certification, and it's very stressful. Half of the technology probably that goes through that certification will not pass the test. And we have proven that our technology, and as always I say, base your assumption on data, not on what I said. The data prove that our technology is working on a single pass, is working 99.02% and is effective 99.02%. Is basically bacteria, mold, and viruses passing through there is inactivate on a ratio of log 2 is called. We are not claiming, as you can see, we are 99.9999% effective, because it's not true and it's not backed by data. So yes, certification were very important for our journey, and we strongly believe, and we are continuously doing other certification and improve the technology as well.
So you have successfully built trust in such a critical industry. Well, sir, in your opinion, how do your solutions contribute to the UAE sustainability goals and efforts toward energy efficiency and also a carbon reduction?
Very good question. Look, since the beginning, I started this journey. One thing was clear, okay? We are doing something for people, but we cannot damage the planet as well. So on the sustainability part, we worked so hard, and that's why we arrived to a solution that is only for that consumption, is the LED of your television, okay? So based on that, this technology, compared to the other technologies, is 100 or 1,000 times, has 1,000 times less power consumption than the other technology. That, first of all, is very important. The other important part that our technology per se is inside the LEED certification, okay? Inside the green building certification. And we have the certification for that. You can obtain up to 10 to 14 LEED points. That is a sustainability and green building process, okay? To build up your building from the foundation to the top. And the third thing, we worked a lot on a circular process. Okay, so our technology has the core of our technology is an electronic board with LEDs, and our technology lasts without maintenance for 5 years. But after 5 years, there is the problem that we can produce waste on the country. Okay, and we don't want that. So we studied the process to get back only the electronic board from the device, install a new one, but the old one we don't throw. We revamp the entire electronic board, entering in a circular economy strategy. So basically, we have very, very minimal waste, very, very minimal power consumption, and we are not wasting anything basically on the process. Everything is recycled and reused for the next purpose. So yes, our contribution, and we hope that our contribution, not only now, but also in span of 10 years or 20 years, will be a huge contribution.
So we will see another innovation and expansions in the future.
Yeah, for sure. Our R&D process is working 24/7 right now.
Wish you all the best, sir. Now, sir, based on your experiences in this vital field, actually, what words of encouragement or guidance you would like to convey through our episode to the new generation and also to young professionals aspiring to join this field?
Look, I strongly believe that there is a new future coming up. With the advent of AI, with the advent of new technology, all the new entrepreneurs, but especially, and this is my work also in my personal life, to try to inspire people from the university, but not only from the university, from the high school, to see what are your best practice that you can put in serving the world. Try to get out, try to think about what you can do for the world, the people around you, and try to come up with ideas. Can be a product, can be a software, can be whatever you want, but try to get out with an idea that can inspire others. And this is a chain. So if someone takes the first step, then the others will follow. So try to make this world livable for also the next generation. And to do so, you are inspired, and everybody is inspired by themselves. And look around you, you can get any kind of inspiration. Try to get farther on that. And my opinion is that everything is possible. It's not because you don't have money right now, or you don't have, you have some problems or whatever. Money will come, problems you get rid of. If you constantly put your effort on what is the next and what you can inspire others, you will be for sure successful.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mattia, for your motivation message. And now, as we come to the end of our episode, I would like to invite you to share a message of appreciation and gratitude to the UAE and its rulers.
My life, and I used to say that this is my house, and my family is here. And this country was so important for me since the beginning. I believed in this country since the beginning, and the country believed in me. I'm very involved on the root as well of this country, and this country gave me a house and a life. So I'm really, really thankful, and we see also our sheikhs dealing with the problems and dealing with the future and dealing with what could be the country in the next 30 years, and how they deal with that inspires continuously us to make this country better and better and see the future with that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mattia Nuti, for being a part of our program and for sharing your success story. It was my pleasure talking with you today. Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much to you.
We would like to sincerely thank our distinguished guest for this valuable discussion. We hope this episode has provided you with new insights and inspiration. Stay tuned for upcoming episodes for more enlightening conversations, and goodbye.